Modern social platforms function as isolation media, reducing human complexity to flat, scrolling avatars on a digital screen. These systems commodify our interactions, training us to interact with curated images rather than the unpredictable reality of another person. On these platforms, fake news and algorithmically generated content are indistinguishable from real information. This constant immersion in gaslighting environments makes it harder to distinguish between an authentic connection and a digital simulation. A mind conditioned to accept digital illusions is uniquely vulnerable to a psychological predator, someone who knows exactly how to weaponize a simulated life. This predator offers the shared fantasy, a paracosm. It is a highly controlled mental space designed to replace unpredictable reality with a rigid internal script. This schematic details the shared fantasy. On the left, the external illusion feels to the partner like a magical soulmate connection. On the right, the narcissist's internal reality is a clinical reenactment designed to resolve childhood trauma. While healthy adult love requires two whole individuals to interact, the shared fantasy requires one person to submit entirely to the other's internal narrative. The narcissist acquires the partner as a customized theater prop, using them as a tool to regulate their own internal voids. The acquisition protocol begins with love bombing. From the target's perspective, this feels like an intoxicating discovery of absolute perfection through the narcissist's intense gaze. Phase 1 centers on co-idealization. The narcissist aims to own a perfect internal object, digesting your image to maximize their own internal grandiosity. Some skip this flattery entirely, opting for hate bombing. This strategy uses verbal abuse and hostility to assert immediate terror-based dominance. To further lower your defenses, the narcissist simulates the vulnerability of an inner child, a traumatized figure that requires your protection and maternal care. This intense initial pressure is a standardized procedure designed to secure the 4 S's: sex, supply, safety, and services. When the target is secured, the narcissist experiences narcissistic elation. This is an addictive, oceanic high achieved by regressing to a simulated infant-mother bond. This dual mothership dynamic is a cyclical trap. The narcissist mothers the partner with unconditional love, coercing them to mother them back. The hidden goal is to finally execute what they failed to do in childhood, successfully separate and individuate from a maternal figure. This environment is a psychological trap. Because you have been designated as a surrogate mother, the narcissist's internal script eventually requires that you be abandoned to complete their development. The human partner eventually shows a flaw, failing to maintain the illusion of an unconditional mother. This trigger causes the narcissist to experience a terrifying psychological collapse called mortification. To recover, they deploy a system patch of external devaluation. By mentally rewriting reality to declare the partner flawed, their own grandiose ego is instantly restored. Internally, the narcissist employs splitting to resolve the mismatch between their perfect internal snapshot and the now flawed partner. They use this industrial press to forcibly repaint the internal snapshot as entirely bad. Devaluation functions as an automated firewall protocol. It triggers a total rewrite of the relationship's history to protect the narcissist's ego from the shame of imperfection. The discard is an abrupt, emotionless severing. The narcissist drops the partner like a file of corrupted data. For the victim, this sudden rupture triggers collapse-induced psychotic regression. It is a state of profound disorientation caused by the breakdown of your entire symbolic reality. The synthesis matrix highlights the mechanical nature of this event. While the partner mourns a profound personal loss, the narcissist is simply purging a corrupted internal file from their system. The realization that your entire shared history was actually a solo performance creates a trauma far deeper than the end of a relationship. Avoiding the shared fantasy requires recognizing the warning signs, the performative intensity, rapid isolation from support, and relentless testing of your boundaries. You must also recognize the hoovering protocol. When their internal bad object creates intolerable anxiety, the narcissist uses this mechanical winch to drag the discarded partner back into the fantasy and reset the cycle. Defending against these systems requires prioritizing human friction and face-to-face contact, the only things that remain uncommodified in a world of digital simulation.